We made our analysis for the first 6 months of 2025 when it comes to jobs and to PR pathways, and here are the top 3 PR pathways, the most numbers of jobs for PR application. Ontario Employer Job in Demand Skill Stream. See, the job restrictions for this stream is that Tier 0 to 3 are not eligible, as you will see here at QuestJobs. Tier 4 and 5 NOCs are eligible, but there are specific NOCs. If you will look here, 9 NOCs eligible anywhere in Ontario. If you click that, there you will find the 9 NOCs, and these job offers can be inside or outside of the Greater Toronto Area. And on the next spot there, you will find 47 NOCs eligible outside of the Greater Toronto Area, and these 47 NOCs, as you will see here, when you click that drop down box or button, these are the jobs that should be outside of GTA, and outside of GTA means outside of Toronto, outside of Durham, outside of Halton, York, and Peel regions, and must be in one of the following occupations, as you will see here. Now, another thing that I wanted to give you as a top tip, really, if you land a job in any of these jobs here at QuestJobs.io, that those jobs could be eligible under the Francophone Mobility Programs. Currently, there are 2,000 jobs under the Ontario Employer Job Offer in Demand Skill Streams at QuestJobs as I record this video. By the time that this video is published, I am certain that there will be more. This could be close to 2,500 to 3,000 jobs, and certainly you are welcome to visit the website for more information. The Alberta Rural Renewal Stream, as I record this video, there are about 2,700 jobs that are eligible under the Alberta RRS. If you will look here, job restrictions, most Tier 0 to 5 are really eligible under the RRS. There are certain ineligible NOCs, which you will find here as well. If you click the drop down box there, you will find the list of jobs that are not eligible. Other thing that I wanted to add about the Francophone Mobility Program is that it is a work permit pathway. It's not a direct PR, and the moment you have your work permit issued by the IRCC, you can then transition to your PR application. From the beginning of the year until June of 2025, it has been consistent. The top 3 communities with the most jobs under RRS are Fort McMurray, Grand Prairie, and Lethbridge. And you will find those jobs here at QuestJobs.io. You will just have to click in the pathway, choose the Alberta Rural Renewal Stream, and you will find the various jobs that are available there. When it comes to Fort McMurray and Grand Prairie, these are communities that are vastly operating under the oil and gas sector, and therefore skilled trades jobs really are in demand in those communities. And so far, with our analysis and as per our experience at QuestJobs from the beginning of the year, 2025 January until June 2025, the BC or the British Columbia Skilled Worker Stream PNP has got the most number of jobs with almost 4,000 as I record this video. If you will look here, job restrictions, only Tier 0 to 3 are eligible, Tier 4 and 5 are not eligible. Click here for more information and you will find the various restrictions under the BC Skilled Worker Stream. BC targets certain priority occupations for targeted draws. If your job falls in any of these fields, you may receive an invitation more quickly. And these fields are childcare and construction, healthcare, technology, and veterinary care. Now, if your job offer does not fall in any of this targeted in-demand NOCs or jobs, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are not eligible. You are still eligible. The only thing is that you will not be a priority when it comes to the draws of the BC-PNP Skilled Worker Stream. There are 2 PR pathways that I believe are worth mentioning, and one of them is the Nova Scotia Skilled Worker Program. As per the recording of this video, there are about 1,600 jobs that are eligible under this program. If you will look at the job restrictions, no tier or NOC restrictions. Click for more information. This actually is a program that is remarkable because you can have any job offer from any tier for any NOC and you could be eligible to apply under under the Nova Scotia Skilled Worker Program. Of course, the company should be eligible to sponsor, and we have filtered and analyzed the various companies that we have seen and made sure to the extent of our capability on research that those companies that appear on QuestJobs are actually eligible as long as our research is concerned. Now, there are certain eligibility requirements for companies wherein, for example, in Ontario government requires that a company should have a revenue of $500,000 before they are allowed or before they can become eligible to sponsor. And this eligibility requirement is specifically hard categorized because revenue of companies are only out in the public if a company is publicly listed. If a company is not publicly listed, they are not obliged to put out their financial statements to the public, and therefore that factor there is some caveat that we leave behind. Unfortunately, there is no way for us to research the revenue of a company if it is not publicly listed. But anyway, when it comes to Nova Scotia, there is no specific requirement when it comes to revenue. The government of Nova Scotia requires that the company should have a business license in Nova Scotia, should have been operating in Nova Scotia for 2 years, and should have a brick and mortar operations in Nova Scotia, and should not have a bad reputation or a record as a maltreatment to its workers. If all those factors are ticked, then the company is good to go and could be eligible to sponsor an applicant for a permanent residency under the Nova Scotia Skilled Worker Program. Now, eligibility is one thing, the willingness of the company to sponsor is another thing, and this is the reason why I always say that you have to ask the company if they are willing to sponsor your application for PR. The other PR pathway that is worth mentioning is the Renewal and Francophone Immigration Program. If you will look at the job restrictions, 18 communities are eligible under this pathway. You click that and you will find the communities. This pathway is only active until December 13, 2025, according to the economic department of each community. And we did research this, that if a company is not designated, see, the location must be designated, the company should be designated as well. If those two are true, then the company is able to sponsor an applicant for permanent residency under the Renewal and Francophone Immigration Program. Now, what the economic department of each community says is, if a company is not designated, designation is easy. Actually, if they are serious with employing a foreign worker, they can have themselves easily designated. This video, there are about 2,000 jobs under this pilot, or yeah, this is a pilot actually, because it will end December of this year, 2025. Whether this will be extended or not, it will remain to be seen. But then the thing is, this is a rural and francophone program. We have noticed at QuestJobs that francophone people who speak French has become a majority focus of the government, federal level and provincial level, and therefore the idea or the concept that this pathway could be extended is most likely to happen.